Why is skincare so expensive? Like, for what? I swear, every time I find something I actually want to try, the price makes me put it right back.
That's an AI UGC ad. Every frame of it made from one storyboard for free. And brands pay $100 and up for a single clip like this. Now, normally, this takes hours. You prompt shot 1, then shot 2. And by shot 4, the woman on the screen isn't the same woman anymore. There's one step in the middle that keeps her face the same all the way through. And most tutorials skip it. Alright, 3 steps, and I'll call it one storyboard method. Every tool in it is free. It works for any product. Every tool is free. And here's the strongest part of the ad. I'll play the full thing at the end so you can judge it properly. I've put the master prompt and the exact wording into one free pack. So, comment UGC and I'll reply with a link. Now, about that step that keeps her looking like the same person, I'll show you where it is. So, first, you need the product photo. Now, I don't have a real product here, so I made one up in ChatGPT. And that's worth knowing because if you're building a portfolio before you've got any clients, you can practice the whole workflow without waiting for one. So, open ChatGPT and paste in the master prompts. Underneath it, attach a clear photo of your product. Now, the clearer that photo is, the better everything downstream looks. So it's worth a moment on this one. The prompt has placeholders, so swap in your product's name, what it does and who it is for. That's the setup. It writes the script for you and turns it into a short list of 9 shots, each one of the different framing. But notice, it gives you the first 4, then it waits. Now, this is the step I mentioned. Hand float the whole storyboard at once and it loses accuracy. The faces drift, the room changes, and the product stops looking like the product. Splitting it in 2 gives it a tighter sequence to hold on to. And notice where I split it. The first 4 shots have no product in them at all. The last 5 have it in every single one. So the product only has to stay consistent inside one generation. Alright, over to Google Flow. Start a new project and upload your storyboard images. Add storyboard 1 to prompt. Now, Flow has an agent mode and that is supposed to handle this on its own. It didn't work for me, so I did mine by hand. And honestly, it's simpler anyway. So you paste the prompt in yourself, and this is where the real work goes. You're not describing shots one at a time. You're giving it one block that covers who she is, where she is, what she actually says out loud, and a list of things it isn't allowed to do. Mine names her hair, her top, the bathroom, and the lights. And then it says keep all of that the same the whole way through. The restriction matter as much as the description, so don't skip them. Now, I'll be honest, it doesn't always land the first time. When that happens, run it again before you touch anything. And if it's still off, add one line about the thing that broke. Then, add storyboard 2 to prompts and get it its own block. And the difference is the product. You attach the photo and you describe the jar in plain words and you tell it to match that photo exactly. Now, the voice. And you don't need a separate tool for this at all because it already happened. Look back at the prompt. Her lines are sitting inside it, written as she says with the line underneath. So, Flow speaks them for her and it holds the same voice across every clip. And this is why the last line of my prompt tells it not to add, remove, shorten, or rewrite any dialogue. Without that, it tidies up your words for you, and the whole thing stops sounding like a real person. Then, the edit is simple. Your clicks in order in CapCut, a bit of music underneath, and a couple of sound effects. The only thing I would really tell you to do is cut the music to silence for about half a second right before she says it sinks in. That's what makes the moment land. Mine is 16 by 9, and that's only because it's going on YouTube. If you're making this an actual UGC ad, you don't need a horizontal version at all. So, set it to 9 by 16 in your prompt from the start and generate it vertical. Same storyboard, same everything. That's where these ads actually run. And it saves you spending a generation on a version you're never going to post. Now, none of this is really about skincare. Go back to your ChatGPT chat, paste the master prompt in again, and type modify this storyboard prompt for, and then your products. It rewrites every placeholder around it. Then you run the same 3 steps: storyboard, animates, edits. And that's the full AI ad from one storyboard on free tools. The biggest thing to remember is this: the storyboard is doing the work. Get that right and the rest follows. That's the whole one storyboard method. Now, if this helped, click like. I find a free AI workflow like this every week, so subscribe if that's useful. And comment UGC and I'll reply with a link to the free pack. Now, here's the full ad, start to finish.
Why is skincare so expensive? Like, for what? I swear, every time I find something I actually want to try, the price makes me put it right back. So I decided I was done paying for pretty bottles and fancy packaging. I wanted something simple and actually worth using. And then I found this. Honestly, I wasn't expecting much. But look at how lightweight this is. It sinks right in, it isn't sticky, and my skin feels so soft. And I didn't have to spend a fortune. If you're tired of overpaying, I'd honestly give this one a try.